The way you move it here, just wanna feel it.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your Super Saturday Sports program. Michael Van Dorser, Brandon Riley, Michael Nielsen joins us. Very good morning, Michael.
Good morning, boys. How are we doing?
Doing very well, thank you. And now I'm all right now, I think. Everything was a little bit testy
Bianca,
before.
I know Bianca was still tuned in. Michael Nielsen had probably the greatest sledge of all time.
Hey, she started it.
Michael, continue with the sledge, please.
Well, apparently hockey's more important, and I just asked how many World Cups we've won.
So,
We just won't talk about the women's one that's just gone, but every other one we've won.
We've done reasonably well in the past.
we'll take that.
That's it.
Michael Nielsen, you've brought in a very special guest this morning.
I have brought in a guest. This is Evan. Evan's one of our under-18s. In fact, he's one of the two captains we've got. So I thought I'd bring him in and get you guys to talk to him.
Fair enough. How are you, Evan?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Come nice and
Good,
close,
thank
champion.
you.
Don't
There
be
you go.
afraid to eat it.
That's right, mate. All good. First time on radio, I'm guessing, by the sound of it.
Yeah, no, I'm not very experienced here, so...
Hey, that's right. Neither was Michael until a few months ago.
Neither was Brandon.
Neither. That's exactly right.
That's right. No, I had 12 months more.
We got Brandon in goals and all that, so that was good enough. Hey, good. Well, played 2 games last night in Melbourne.
Yeah.
1-1. You obviously 1 win, 1 loss.
Yeah, so the first game against, was it Yarra Valley? We lost 4-2. We're a bit undermanned, but yeah, it was a good game. Couldn't really do much. A bit disappointing. But second game against Powerhouse, we won 3-2, so it was good.
That's all right. And obviously, who were some of the goal scorers for you?
I think Kale got 3, was it? Yeah, Emily got 1, and yeah, Tayden as well, I think. So
Yep.
yeah, it was a good mix.
Good mix of all the results and all the scorers and all that. So that was good. How are we looking? You were saying just off there, we're waiting on a result of one game coming through.
Yeah, so we play double headers, so we've finished our home and away season now. The season finishes next week, so all the other teams have got one more game to go.
Okay.
So we're waiting on the result of one game, which depends whether we finish 3rd, 4th or 5th.
Okay.
And we want to finish 3rd, of course, but we really don't want to finish 5th.
Yeah. Well, 5th means we miss out completely, doesn't it?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, no, fair enough. So that's that looks like it's going to be a nervous wait. Is it live scored, or is it just put the results up at the end of it?
They come up at the end, so any time between Friday night and Sunday afternoon, we'll find out how other teams went.
Yep.
Which is a little bit nerve-wracking, especially this close to the end of the season.
Must be. Was it disappointing you couldn't get both wins on the board last night, Ev?
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing, but yeah, it's all right. We get through, so that's all that matters. Yeah.
So the two, obviously, if you got the 2 wins last night, you would have been...
We would have been set, but yeah.
Yeah, 2 wins would have put us guaranteed 3rd, maybe 2nd.
Yep.
And with the finals being 1v4 and 2v3, it would have, cemented where we were playing.
Fair enough. So looking like we're at, hopefully if everything goes to plan, 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks from?
Yeah, it is 2 weeks from now.
That we'll be playing Friday night down in Melbourne. That sounds pretty cool.
We're on the bus, MVD.
If we make it, we're gonna get on the bus and come down and cheer them on and see how we go in that regard. I think that's all. That's the least we can do after they pummeled you on a couple of Monday nights ago.
It was a good night, actually.
Yeah, should we talk about that?
I think we can talk about that, Michael.
We put that up on Facebook, Michael Nielsen, and that had an overwhelming response that went a bit further than I thought it might actually achieve. Everyone seems like they've had a fair old chuckle, and to tell you what, some of the results that have come out of that post have been incredible. MVD, that's our biggest post on Facebook since we put up our first bake
fair enough.
back in early July last year. So it's reached over 2,000 people at the moment, so fantastic.
Now, Evan wasn't there on the night, but I'm sure you would have looked at the video footage. And what did you think?
Disappointed I didn't get to send any balls at him, but
yeah. Don't worry, we are too, aren't we, Mick?
Yeah, Evan can hit just that little bit harder than Kale, so
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm just that little bit better than Kale too.
Kale was okay.
You know, all this sledging's actually falling on deaf ears right now because he's out there coaching.
Yeah, well.
That's right. We'll let him know about it.
Give him plenty when we see him. So
don't worry, I'll give him some stick a bit later as well. Dear. No, well, it was good. It was a good night at least, anyway, and got a bit of fun around. What did all the guys think when the finished product came up?
They were astonished by it. First off, have to give Brandon massive credit. First off, for putting his body on the line and standing up to what his mouth put out, and then secondly, actually doing a really good job.
Yeah.
That was hard for you to say, wasn't it? You really didn't want to tell
I didn't
me at the
really,
end of the
especially
night.
no, I didn't. It's not on video, which is important.
No, no, I did put it in the bit where you did say you were impressed, and where I saved your penalty.
Yeah, no, that wasn't too bad too.
That was more something else.
You fell
than
in the right
class.
direction.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I put the stick out there. The ball was going that way. I went, stick out, and it hit the stick. I went, yes.
Now, is it true, Brandon, that there is now a little bit of a contract fever around you to get your signature for next year?
There is a contract talk. Not quite. Negotiations are stalled. Price hasn't quite been determined. $500 was I thought, pretty generous offer after video footage was shown.
Yep. Is this you paying them?
No, because it's only $200 a season. I'm not paying more than what I have to. But I'd go somewhere else if I had to do that and play football. Negotiations are stalled, but no, I'm sure a contract can be worked out. Otherwise, SYC might come knocking.
We've got something in the works.
I'm sure they've got plenty of players out there. It's okay, no problem.
I don't think they're too desperate for me.
Benalla, how's Benalla looking?
We're doing pretty good. I think we're on top of the ladder at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's been good.
No, that's right. He completely bypasses Brandon, but yeah, Benella's going all right, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, no, we don't need him.
Yeah, I don't think they will need him either.
No.
Hey, yeah, you guys in B grade looking very good, and how's the juniors coming across?
Yeah, juniors are doing all right. I mean, we're doing much better than we did last year. We're a bit of a mix of SYC strikers and Benalla.
Yep,
that's all right. That's the way it's been because we're a bit short. And SYC and strikers weren't able to field a team, so we're able to put it together, which was good.
That's in the under-16 comp, yeah.
Yep.
And it's obviously yourselves, Echuca and Marupna.
Yep.
You got the bye this weekend.
Yeah, so we got the bye and then a Friday night game next week. So.
Yep. No, that's all right. Should be excited about obviously finals coming up and all that.
Yeah, we've put we've taken our usual goalie out. He's going to have a run around on the field, and we've put a substitute in, so it'll be pretty interesting. See how he goes.
For the next one.
Yeah.
You're not old enough.
Not me.
Hey, fit in for under 16s.
You're not going to be doing it, are you?
No, I'm the coach. I'm a bit old for under 16, sadly. Yeah.
No, fair enough. Just thought I'd ask the question at least anyway. Okay, what do we? Let's have a look at the A grade results. Obviously, no results out of last week.
No, because split rounds.
We had a split round.
Those games will be in a couple of weeks. But last night, SYC took on strikers in both the men's and the women.
Yeah.
That went one each way, as seems to be the theme of the year. On the men's side, strikers came through 9-1 in what would be considered a drubbing.
Wowzers.
SYC had 10 players. Strikers had
sort of short.
Yeah, short by one, and strikers had effectively a full lineup, so it was a really good hit out for them getting this close to finals.
I was going to say grand finals on a Saturday though, isn't it?
It is on a Saturday. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Right. Yep.
The A women,
and in the A women,
and then on the A women,
SYC got up.
Yeah, SYC got up the other way, 3-1. I think strikers were undermanned as well. So
yeah,
full teams taking on undermanned teams and putting them to the sword. It seemed to be the theme of last night.
Always going to happen at this point in time.
Yeah,
end of the season, I would have thought. And who you guys got today, Evan, in B grade?
We're playing Echuca at 3 o'clock, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. On the main pitch?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep. Awesome. Are you playing today?
I am playing today. I got dropped back to the seconds.
Yeah, so did I, don't worry.
Yeah.
No,
it's hard life.
Interesting. Yeah, that's exactly right.
We'll stand in the corner and we'll talk about how good we were.
Yeah, good. I'll see if I can actually get a goal in like I got against you, Brandon.
No, that won't be happening too long. So the other games coming out of last week for the B grade, quite a good round too, Bob. We went down and checked out the game last weekend, and you only come away 2-1 down.
3-1, I think it was.
Yeah, it was
3-1 in the finish, was it?
Marupna versus Benalla there. Yeah, a couple of really good goals late in that second half from the Benalla boys. Who scored those?
Good question. Couldn't remember.
Very cheeky one there by Marupna too. It just sort of snuck around everyone. It was a very surprising one, and by the time the keeper looked around, he went, "Wow."
Yeah. Pretty lucky, I'd say, but that's all right.
But 3-1 there to keep their spot on top of the ladder. SYC got 1-1 with strikers.
Yeah, seems like a good result. That's the first I heard of it.
Yeah, the look on your
keeping
face.
Across absolutely everything.
Congratulations! Aren't you the president?
No. Handball.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Awesome. And the B.
Chickamawema
received a forfeit from
Euroa.
Just struggling with a few player numbers, but I do believe they are getting a side together this week for Euroa to play, so which is good to hear. They're getting enough numbers for this week.
Yeah, it's never good to see teams struggling with numbers and not actually being able to field anyone.
Yeah.
It's just bad for them and the team they're supposed to be playing.
In the B women's side of things, Strikers 2-0 over SYC.
Yeah, that one actually was a good game. The scoreline maybe doesn't reflect the way that it was played. There was a couple of goals that went against the flow, but it was end to end, and it was a really good game actually.
A good game to watch.
Yeah.
Too, Bob, do you remember how the B women game went for Marootna Benalla or Evan?
I do believe Benalla won at 4-2, I think it was. But I do know that Marootna's coach Anne Forster got on the pitch and actually played and scored a goal just early on in the game. So
5 minutes, as we were about
just
to
as we were walking out
that
of
would
the
explain the way I saw her limping today at the hockey ground. Probably still nursing a hamstring or something from that.
Well, they did say that after she scored. There were a heap of spectators around having a good chuckle going, she scored, you watch something that'll happen here in the next sort of half an hour. So, congratulations to her.
Sorry, it was a 5-3 win. 5-3.
So, good game. Good game.
A very good game. So, all right. What else? Anything else coming up, boys, that we need to be aware of besides finals?
No.
We're talking about finals.
Yeah. Since we last talked, the Women's World Cup finished. Quick rundown on it.
Yeah. Before we do.
Yeah.
Final. Ireland versus the Netherlands.
I was going to bury that till we got down.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I wanted to bring it up because how good is it that Ireland actually made the final?
All right, then let's go. So Ireland, the world number. We'll start at the finish. Ireland being the world number 16. They took on Netherlands, who absolutely pummeled them 6-0 drubbing. The Netherlands started the campaign off with like a 13-1 over Italy. Yeah, so they started and finished the campaign the way that they should. But Ireland, the world number 16, they defeated Spain in the semi-finals. They topped their pool. They were the one of only two teams to win all of their go undefeated through the pool stages. They beat England. They just had a dream tournament. And I think they've now jumped up to something like the 11th in the world.
Great, jeez.
So that's a big jump, 5 spots. Australia, we defeated Argentina in the quarters. We got beaten by the Dutch in the semi-finals, 1-1, and then we went to a shootout where we lost 3-1, and unfortunately Brooke Peris did the exact same shootout that she tried in the earlier game, but the Dutch keeper must have been studying the tapes and
onto it.
All over it.
She came in, it looked like the Dutch keeper started on one side of the goal as well.
Yeah, just
didn't start in the middle like they normally do and just started on one side of the goal, ran out on an angle.
Bit of homework.
That's it.
It's very good homework.
And then we beat Spain in the third place game.
No, we didn't.
Sorry.
We lost.
Sorry, I'm reading this the wrong way around. We lost 3-1, so we finished 4th. But when the world rankings came out, we jumped 2 spots up to 3rd, which isn't too bad.
Not too bad.
I was going to say, how does that work?
Yeah, I don't really know, but also importantly, New Zealand dropped 2, so that's always good.
That's always handy. So the top ranked teams at the moment: Netherlands in 1, England in 2, Australia 3, Argentina 4, Germany 5, New Zealand, Spain, Ireland, India, and Korea in the top 10.
Wowzers! Good on them.
Good results in that regard. So
hopefully the luck of the Irish comes through. And
Alison Annan, the coach of the Netherlands.
I didn't know that.
Former Hockeyroo.
Yeah, the Hockeyroo legend, actually.
And, coaching the Dutch side. I didn't realise that until watching some of the footage. And, I'm like, did I hear that name right? 2004 gold medalist?
Yeah, I think she played in 2000.
Yeah.
At Athens, so Sydney 2000.
Because I remember there was a really big it was like the commentator, like, Alison Annan scores for Australia or something like that to win the gold medal, or must have been in extra time or something like that when we had extra time.
Yeah.
That's going back.
Those are the days.
It's all right, Evan. It was probably before you were born, the way I'm going at the moment.
Probably looking before I was born, the way you two are going.
That's all right. We'll just take our canes and walk out of here in a moment. Or hobble out of here, Mick?
Yeah, something like
I think
that.
you got a couple more years on, Mick.
Not as many as you might think.
Good banter.
That's right. All right. Well, fantastic, boys. Thanks for
much.
coming in today, Ev.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good afternoon. Hope it all goes
You
well
too.
out on the pitch. Michael, I'll see you out on the pitch in couple of hours.
Good luck.
Yeah, you too. At this point in time, before we break each other's shins. Nah, it's all good. All the best today, guys, and we'll talk to you next week. Hopefully, when we've secured our spot in the top 4.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, awesome.